Good morning, everyone, on this new morning that God has given us in His great mercy, love, and majesty. As we wait for the moment when symbolically the morning breaks in a specific area of our life, when we wait until the moment that the light rises again, the new day that God has given us, and symbolically it is a period that seemed to be the night, then it is so important what we do during the waiting time. I was reminded of a Bible verse where David speaks. He says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong and let your heart take courage. Yes, wait for the Lord." This verse shows that there is strength in waiting on God, in waiting for the morning to break, in waiting for the light to shine through. There can be many different situations in which we find ourselves waiting. It may be waiting for confirmation, for God to intervene, to open a path that now seems impossible, or to show us the way when we don't know whether to turn right or left, move forward or take a step back. And this can be difficult sometimes. There are things for which we cannot find wisdom, where our knowledge, our understanding, everything that we have received is short in seeing a certain situation clearly. And then all that remains is to believe and trust in God, to wait on Him. Waiting on God can be hard sometimes, but when we wait together with Him, when we wait in His strength and in the joy that comes from Him, we receive power. He will literally strengthen our hearts. That is what David says. Strengthen your heart. This also makes me realize again, God's power is revealed in our weakness, because that is when we need Him the most, when we can no longer do it ourselves, when we no longer see the way, when we lack wisdom. Then we lean on Him, on everything that He does have, on everything He can give us. One of the most powerful prayers in my life has been simply acknowledging my need for His wisdom and trusting Him completely. And that prayer sounds, "God, I am depending on You." I have said this to God so many times in situations where I did not have the strength to do certain things, where I did not know how, where I found things difficult, but where I still wanted to obey and serve God and do what was right in His eyes. And when I said that to Him, very honestly, very humble, as a surrender, "Yes, I am dependent on You," and then I felt deep in my heart the conviction, as if God was saying to me, that is the best place you can be. Being dependent on God means that He can give you everything you need and much more than you can imagine, as long as you keep your eyes on Him and not on yourself, not on others you may be waiting for, not on your own understanding or your own experiences. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It will be health to your flesh and strength to your bones. Here too we read that being wise in our own eyes gets us nowhere, and that we need His voice, His words, His guidance and His strength every single day. And in times of waiting, we often realize that very well. That is why waiting on the Lord is actually something powerful, because then we start leaning on Him. Then we start receiving from Him. Then we start hearing from Him. We start walking with Him, being connected to Him. And that ultimately should be the foundation of our daily life. And from that, we will also see fruit. Jesus says in John 15 that when we are connected to the vine, we cannot help but bear fruit. So whatever you need from God or from people, whatever you are waiting for, no matter how long the night seems to last before the morning breaks in your life, expect your help and your answer from Him. Stay connected to Him, remain in Him, and He will remain in you. Walk with Him and strengthen your heart in Him, through Him. Be completely honest with God about your heart and your thoughts. Tell Him when it is hard. Tell Him when you're strained, your joy seems to be running out. Tell Him that you are dependent on Him and that you want to be dependent on Him. And believe that this is the best place you can be. And keep doing good while you wait. Keep talking to Him. Keep walking with Him. Literally go into the forest. Find a quiet place with God and walk with Him. Talk to Him about everything you feel, everything that is on your heart, everything you need. And as you do that, praise Him. Sing to Him in His own creation. Look up and see all that He has made. See how far His power reaches. And believe. As David said, "My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth." And it will bring you joy. Even during this time of waiting, we can experience His joy, His strength, and His peace. Maybe this season is your next testimony on that you will share with someone else who is also waiting, who is also struggling, who is also longing for the morning to come.